There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and West Virginia Public Broadcasting, with support provided by Bailey Glasser and by the West Virginia Department of Tourism, welcome to another Mountain Stage with your host, Kathy Mattea.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune. But the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning round, a simple song. Thank you, thank you. Hello and welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio for the Mountain State of West Virginia. I'm Kathy Mattea and we're in Huntington, West Virginia this week at the beautiful Keith Albee Performing Arts Center. And thanks to our friends at the Marshall Artist Series for having us here. We're glad to be invited back and we're happy to have you there listening on the radio, and you are all going to be glad you joined us. Later on next hour, we have a legendary Irish group that's been together over 15 years. The High Kings are here. And also in our next hour, we'll hear from the wonderful vocalist Catherine Russell and her band. Still to come in this hour, a group with ties to this area who are just starting out but have a great sound and a dedicated following already. They're called Kindred Valley. Yay! And also this hour, a true icon of folk music. We're so glad to have him back again. Mr. Tom Paxton is here. But we're going to open the show with a duo of Grammy-winning songwriters that it turns out I know pretty well. They wrote one of my biggest hits, and actually, one of them is my husband. John Vesner and Don Henry wrote a song called Where Have You Been in 1989 that won them both a Grammy, as well as the ACM, CMA, and Nashville Songwriters Association Song of the Year. It's the only song in country music history to sweep all 4 awards. Don hails from Northern California with a musician dad who lit the spark in him, and John grew up in Minneapolis working in his dad's machine shop and writing songs in all his spare time. Their latest album is the Don Juans Review, and they're hard at work on another one. They can make you laugh, they can make you cry, they can make you think, or you can just sit back and enjoy the ride. Please welcome 2 of Nashville's finest, the Don Juans.
Thank you. Boy, it's a real honor to have be here tonight, and this is Don. I'm John, and it's a real honor to have all these wonderful acts close for us tonight. So, all set? Yeah.
Something that I wrote for you, somewhere up near 30,000 feet. Scribbled on that little bag they leave for you when you're tumbling through the turbulence and sleet. I anguished over every word I wrote for you when someone screamed, oh God, we're gonna die. So focused on that little lover's note for you, I nearly missed the stewardess flyby, but I left it on the plane. I left it on the plane. My poetic heart became the co-pilot of my brain. But I left it on the plane. I left it on the plane. I had a revelation for the first time in my life, diving down into that hurricane, trying to get each word and rhyme perfectly concise as the engine on the wing burst into flames. I had a revelation for the first time in my life as the mask was dangling down around my face. And all the overheads were popping open left and right as every word fell perfectly in place. But I left it on the plane. I left it on the plane. My poetic heart became the co-pilot of my brain. But I left it on the plane. I left it on the plane. As the pilot glided us safely out of harm, I wanted to recite it as I fell into your arms. But I left it on the plane. I left it on the plane. How it feels to hear your name was all so well explained. But I left it on the plane. I left it on the plane. Check the gate and baggage claim. The answer's still the same. I left it on the plane. I left it on the plane. I left it on the plane. I had a little something that I wrote for you.
The next song we're going to do is a relatively new song. It's when we were on our COVID vacation, Don and I couldn't get together a lot, too much, and so one day he called me and he said, "Hey, I wrote this lyric, and see what you can do with it. Write that, do the thing you do with the music." And we both write lyrics, but I do a little different thing than him. So he sent it, and I loved the lyric, and so I sat down at the piano about 5 o'clock and wrote this melody, and then I sent this is what I sent back to him.
Can't untouch the darkest part. Can't unsee the secret heart. Dreams and things. Dreams and things. Can't unsmell the memories. Can't untaste the sweat of these dreams and things, dreams and things. Lost along the wayside, as hopeless as a child, forgotten by the lovers that made her life worthwhile, that made her life worthwhile. Can't unfeel the butterflies, trust the kiss, the lust, the lies, dreams and things, dreams and things. Can't unhear the melodies that intertwine through all of these dreams and things, dreams and things. Somewhere there's a thrift store, trinkets on a shelf, unrequited knickknacks that long for someone else, that long for someone else. The laughs, the screams of scars, the who you were, the what you are, cannot wish upon a star. Dreams and things, dreams and things.
We couldn't afford a second guitar, so I had to use Tom's. Well, we have an up-and-comer here that's going to do a little help with us on this song. Yeah. Tell them about this song, Don.
Well, we wrote this after discussing our similar experiences about moving to Nashville to be songwriters. I came from California, John from Minnesota, and so many of the other friends that we have that have come to Nashville have the same experience about being scared and excited at the same time, and then driving in and seeing that skyline, which has changed so much since we got there, but still it's magnificent. And it was that pink hue, and you drive in and you go, okay, here we go. And that's what this song's about.
I'm getting close, I see the signs. Soon I'll behold her pink skyline. I'm by myself, but not alone. Closer I get, the more she feels like home. No plan B, no safety net. Even though we've never met, I know her anywhere. I feel her everywhere. Those bygone days, they're just a blur. 'Cause all along my heart was hers. I call her love, she calls me friend. I still call her name, but she know her anywhere. I feel her everywhere. You and I still share a dream.
She weaves a common thread between.
So we'll keep living song to song. We'll keep singing along.
'Cause there's no there
to fall back on. No plan B, no safety net. It's all on me to place a bet. I know her anywhere. I feel her everywhere. I know her anywhere. I feel her everywhere. I know her anywhere. I feel her everywhere.
This band, my goodness.
Yeah, it's great playing with these. What about this band, man? We kind of feel like we're above our raising. Don and I are not the best musicians in the world, but we are the best in our price range. So,
This is a song about, we wrote this together, but he's a Minnesota boy and he really loves that weather up there. I'm from California, but I couldn't wait to get out to Tennessee and enjoy southern weather. A lot of people don't like it. I love it because from April through November, it's green, man. It rains and I love it. So this is a little homage to the South. Soft moss draped across her live oak limbs, cicadas singing just for free, playing nature's favorite gospel hymn just for me. Fireflies lighten up her new June lawn, crickets clicking in her heat, moist air hanging there and sweating on her feet. Her toes dangling through the dewdrops, her dress a layered yellow rose, her hat the ever-changing treetops, and she wears it like she's putting on a show. Dixie summer clothes. She wrapped you gently in her kudzu vine, caress you, bless you, southern style, seduce you with her sweet magnolia wine all the while. Her toes dangling through the dewdrops, her dress a layered yellow rose, her hat the ever-changing treetops. She wears it like she's putting on a show. Dixie summer clothes. She flaunts it proudly, loudly, from April to October. Intoxicates me and takes me nearly 6 months till I'm sober. Dixie summer clothes. Dixie summer clothes. Play it, Marty. Here we go. Dixie summer clothes. Soft moss dripped across her live oak limbs, playing nature's favorite gospel hymn. Fireflies lighting up her neutral lawn, moist hair hanging and sweating on and 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 on. More, here we go. Thank you much.
The Don Juans. Don and John wrote for publishing houses that were on opposite ends of Music Row. Their latest album is the Don Juans Review, and they're working on a new one. They both also teach songwriting, most notably for the last 20 years at the annual Swananoa Gathering in North Carolina, where they met Tom Paxton and have been touring with him for about the last 6 years or so. That was John Vesner and Don Henry, the Don Juans. Time to welcome Julie Adams back to the stage to sing for you. She'll be joined today, as always, by our great Mountain Stage band. That's Ron Soul, the leader of the band, on acoustic guitar and sometimes harmonica. Mike Lipton and Ryan Kennedy are our electric guitarists. Bob Thompson is over there at the piano. Steve Hill is playing the bass, and Ahmed Solomon is our drummer. Julie's going to sing an old traditional folk song called Green Rocky Road, made famous by Dave Van Ronk. Please welcome Julie Adams.
When I go by Baltimore, got no carpet on my floor. Come along and go with me. We'll go down to Galilee singing green, green rocky road, promenading green. Tell me who you love, tell me who you love, tell me who you love, tell me who you love. See that crow up in the sky? He don't walk, no, he just flies. He don't walk, he don't run. He just keeps flapping onto the sun, singing green, green rocky road, promenading green. Tell me who you love, tell me who you love, tell me who you love, tell me who you love. Got no carpet on my floor. Come along and go with me. We'll go down to Galilee singing green, green rocky road, promenading green. Tell me who you love, 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 tell me who you love. Tell me who you love, tell me who you love, tell me who you love.
Julie Adams with Green Rocky Road. That song was in the movie Inside Llewyn Davis. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Remember, if you missed part of Mountain Stage or you want to hear something again, visit the podcast section of mountainstage.org. Each podcast includes songs not heard on the radio and usually the complete finale song. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and leave a review wherever it is that you listen. Our next performer is one of the most important figures in American songwriting and the folk music tradition. You can draw a direct line from Woody Guthrie to Pete Seeger to this man. He was present at what became the virtual Big Bang of modern songwriting, the Greenwich Village folk scene of the 1960s. The songwriting that emerged from that movement was a dramatic break from the musical theater-influenced songs that had come before. Bob Dylan was a contemporary and a friend of his during those years, And although Dylan is widely regarded as the founder of the singer-songwriter movement, Dave Van Ronk insisted it all started with this man. He's written songs that many of us grew up on as standards, including Bottle of Wine, Ramblin' Boy, and The Last Thing on My Mind, among many, many others. Last Thing on My Mind is a classic that's been recorded hundreds of times by, among others, Joan Baez, Johnny Cash, Graham Parsons, and Dolly Parton, who recently recorded a new version for an upcoming album. He was the recipient of a Lifetime Achievement Grammy in 2009. The great Guy Clark said he taught a generation of traditional folk singers that it was noble to write your own songs. He also said, like a good guitar, Tom just gets better with age. Please welcome, along with the Don Juans, for the 8th time to the Mountain Stage, Tom Paxton.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I love the song that Julie and Kathy just sang, When I Go By Baltimore. I knew the guys who wrote this back in the Village, Len Chandler by name and Bob Kaufman. And my favorite verse didn't make it tonight, but my favorite verse is, hooker, dooker, soda cracker, does your mama chew tobacco? If your mama chews tobacco, hooker, dooker, soda cracker. Now that's genius. That is genius. It's a long and dusty road, a hot and heavy load. Folks I meet ain't always kind. Some are bad and some are good. Some have done the best they could. Some have tried to ease my trouble in mind. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. I've been wandering through this land, doing the best I can, trying to find what I was meant to do. And the people that I see look as worried as can be, and it looks like they are wondering too. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound. Help us sing it. Oh, I can't help but wonder where I'm bound. I had a little gal one time. She had lips like sherry wine. She loved me till my head went funny insane. But I was too blind to see she was drifted away from me. And my good gal went off on a morning train. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. And I had a buddy back home, but he started out to roam. And I hear he's out by Cisco Bay. And sometimes when I've had a few, his old voice comes ringing through. And I'm going out to see him some old day. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. I can't help but wonder where I'm bound. You see me passing by, you sit and you wonder why, and you wish that you were a rambler too. Nail your shoes to the kitchen floor, lace them up and bar the door. Thank you, stars, for the roof that's over you. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. No, I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. Thank you. That song's been recorded by some really good artists over the years. Nancy Griffith did it. Dion and the Belmonts did it. Johnny Cash did it. Let me tell you, when you hear, and I can't help but wonder where I'm, that'll do it. There's a bucket list completed. And also, Tiny Tim recorded it. And you laugh, and I laugh with you, but you know what? He sang it beautifully. He sang it very sincerely, and I really treasure that recording. Well, listen, I don't want you to fall into the trap of accepting an invitation to go to some people who are writing songs and watch them write songs. It's a little less exciting than watching grass grow. I mean, it is just awful to watch. You see 2 or 3 people sitting around with laptops or legal pads on their knees, staring off into the space, and kind of strained looks on their faces. And now and then saying, how about, and the other 2 will say, no. Well, I got to, no, that doesn't work for me at all. And it goes on like that all afternoon until finally the songwriting gods have had all the amusement they can stand. And they toss you a song. And I'm just glad they tossed us this one. West of Chicago, the prairie begins. And all of the mad cantabling ends. The fleecing, the fighting, the grifting, the lies give way to the tall grass and infinite sky. Eleanor lived there in a house on the plains, where the wind through the wheat fields, the cornfields and grains, had its own kind of music that only she heard. And each note for Eleanor had its own word. Eleanor's song whispers along, high in the trees, the breeze endlessly filling the halls in the heartbroken souls. Oh, tell me more, please, Eleanor, sweet Eleanor. She had no religion, but she didn't care. The earth was her church and her song was her prayer. She sang to the starlight, the moon and the sun, and under the thunderclouds timpani drum. Now Now sometimes at night when the trees are in motion and the wind through the fields is as wild as the ocean, sending a chill from my head to my toes, if I just stay still, listen real close, Eleanor's song whispers along, high in the trees, the breeze endlessly welling the hole in the heartbroken soul. Oh, tell me more, sweet Eleanor, sweet Eleanor, please Eleanor, please Eleanor, oh Eleanor. Thank you. I kind of like my guitar part in that song. It's a little underappreciated, I think, but how about a hand for that? Yes. That is me on the outer limits of my guitar playing, by the way. Well, self-delusion is something I know well. I've been deluding myself for years that I was an operatic tenor or a baseball player or something. And it's a grand old American sport, I think, and this song is no surprise. Most of my evenings I spend on my own, listening to Spanish guitars. Next year I say Barcelona for me, late nights in dark Spanish bars, sipping my whiskey and having one more, smoking my best, biggest cigarettes, asking Dolores to come home with me, knowing I'll have no regrets. And if it's not true, what harm can it do? I know what I know. I go where I go, and if it's not true, and if it's not true, what harm can it do? What harm can it do? I know what I know. I know what I know. I go where I go. Sometimes on Sundays I stroll through the park, down by the carousel, hearing the children ride round in delight to a tune by my old friend Ravel. One that he sang for me one rainy night as I walked with him down by the Seine. How I love Paris, the music, the fun. I go there again and again, and if it's not true, what harm can it do? I know what I know. I go where I go. the Impressionists up at the Met. I visit whenever I can. Yes, bonjour to Vincent, bravo to Henri, but the one that I love is Cézanne. And over his shoulder I silently watch as a small canvas bursts into flames. We stop at the inn on the way back to town, where the old men drink wine with their games. And if it's not true, what harm can it do? I know what I know. I go where I go. And if it's not true, what harm can it do? I know what I know. I go where you think you could do it yourselves. And if it's not, what I know, I go where I go. I know where I know. I go where I go. Thank you. I love being on this show. As I didn't realize it was 8 times. It feels like 100 times, and I love it every time. I sang this the very first time I was on here, and I'd love to sing it with you tonight. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. It's a lesson too late for the learning, made of sand, made of sand. In the wink of an eye, my soul is turning. In your hand, in your hand. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be no traces left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You've got reasons aplenty for going. This I know, this I know. For the weeds have been steadily growing. Please don't go, please don't go. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As we walk, all my thoughts keep tumbling round and round, round and round. Underneath our feet, the subway rumbling. Underground, underground. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning without you, without you. Each song in my breast dies a-borning without you, without you. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. That was the last thing on my mind. Thank you.
Tom Paxton with the Don Juans. Tom also wrote, "My dog's better than your dog. My dog's better than yours." And a lot of children's songs and protest songs and love songs. As a young man, he got a degree in drama from Oklahoma University, but he says in the end, he decided to settle for the security of folk music. And as it turned out for him, he wasn't wrong. His latest album is a collaboration with Kathy Fink and Marcy Marks, are two old friends of his who are also friends of the show, and a bunch of songs they wrote over Zoom during the pandemic. That was the one and only Tom Paxton. We hope you'll take a look at our website, mountainstage.org. There you'll find links to our podcast, and you can follow us on just about every form of social media. And of course, we invite you to follow us to our next live show. You can find out where we'll be and get your tickets at mountainstage.org. Our next guests on the show have been together for about 3 years. They're just starting out on their musical journey. 3 of them met in 2020 and started collaborating when they were students at Marshall University. They called themselves the Back Row Baptists. The other 3 members joined in 2021, and the 6 of them released their first album almost a year and a half ago, a self-titled album called Kindred Valley. They are 6 friends from West Virginia looking to have a good time making music, and you can hear that when they play. Please welcome for the first time to the Mountain Stage, Kindred Valley.
Here like the sunset makes my hopes set below the horizon. And 40 days I waited and prayed. 40 days I waited as my heart rose. A smile that can light a room. Ocean eyes, crystal blue. And oh, I get lost in them all. And I get the process, and I understand why, but that doesn't make the pain go away. Georgia, state of light, and all I see is black. Georgia, and I Oh, you won't see me there. Georgia, and that'll be okay.
Thank you all so much. We're Kindred Valley. We're an indie folk band based out of here in Huntington, West Virginia. And we are just beyond excited to be here with you guys tonight. The Keith Albee is just a dream venue for us, and Mountain Stage is a dream show for us. It's something that we have wanted to be on, but certainly didn't see coming this soon. And we are just so thankful and excited to be here. Big shout out to Adam Harris, Mountain Stage Band, the whole crew, Charlie Hatcher and Kathy Matea for having us on tonight. This next song was written by our amazing acoustic guitarist, Caden Salmon. It's called Hanging on the Wall.
Exploring a world I've never known, and snap a photo so when we get old we'll see how much we've grown. All these memories fly by like the wind, and I remember you and all the little things that you did. Honey, I'll just call the shots, and you can call along. All the memories we share are hanging on the wall. I've been living life too fast, it's hard to tell when things go wrong. Oh, they go wrong.
Exploring the world you should know. Finally get to all the places I promised I would go. You love this mountain air. I'm choking up without you.
Honey, I'll just call the shots, and you can call along. All the memories we share are hanging on the wall. I've been living life too fast, it's hard to tell when things go wrong. Oh, and they go wrong. Oh, and they go wrong.
Thank you all so much. It's a heck of a time being here. Thank you all so much.
We're having so much fun up here.
This next song was written by Noah Freeman and I, and I'm going to let him talk about it.
Howdy, like you said, my name is Noah Freeman. This next song is about a little piece of our, not only our state history, but our national history as well. The song is titled 1921, and I like to think does some justice to the story of the largest civil union uprising in United States history that happened right here in this state. That was the Battle of Blair Mountain, the coal mine strikes of, well, as the song is titled, this is 1921.
Deeper down I dive into the smoke. I trade my life, break my back just to mine some coal. I try to keep my head down and do as they please, but a bottom belt with a gun on his belt's got his eyes on me. It gets hotter and hotter the deeper we go, and we all go down. If you come up to see you one day more, and the company man will tell you otherwise, but ask any man with a pick in his hand, the devil's in those mines. Oh, in those mines, leave men alive. They're hungry for souls, black guns for black gold, can't get out of trial. Gunning men down on the courthouse steps. Oh, you can't get away, you killed in your fight, name's guilty's free play. It gets hotter and hotter the deeper we go, and we all go down. If you come up to see you one day more, and the company man will tell you otherwise, but ask any man with a pick in his hand, the devil's in those mines. 1 million rounds and 10,000 men climbing up on a mountain, guns raised and 100 dead. And now they're taking us down in cuffs and chains, but life in the band is better than a cocoa grave. It gets hotter and hotter the deeper we go, and we all go down. If you come up to see you one day more, well then, the company man will tell you otherwise, but ask any man with a pick in his hand, the devil's in those mines.
Oh, Freeman. It's been a wonderful evening with you tonight. This has been just an incredible experience, certainly unlike any we've had so far. Just getting to meet all the incredible artists that you're seeing here tonight. I mean, it's just been insane. It just feels like a dream. This last song is one that really brought us together as a band. It was the first song we wrote when the two halves of our band came together. It's called Whistle.
I've been walking with the train tracks, and I've been rolling, always running fast, and I will never stop looking for you, and I will never stop searching for truth. Ooh. Won't you hold my hand, keep my feet up from the sand? Won't you hold my hand, help me walk on this dry land? Won't you hold my hand, keep my feet up from the sand? Won't you hold my hand, help me walk on this dry land? And the sun's always kept me dry. Never met a man who looks me in the eye. And this shirt has never fit just right. And my eyes never had much sight. And won't you hold my hand, keep my feet up from the sand? And won't you hold my hand, help me walk on this dry land? And won't you hold my hand, keep my feet up from the sand? And won't you hold my hand, help me walk on this dry land?
Thank you all so much. You've been amazing tonight. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. We won't ever forget tonight.
Well done. Well done. So good. So good. Oh, my. Oh, it's so great to see you guys love on them so much and to know that they are based right out here in Huntington. And I know we're going to hear a lot more from them, and it's going to be fun to see where they go in the years to come. That was Blake, Brett, Caden, Jaden, Rachel, and Noah, otherwise known as Kindred Valley. We'd like to say a special hello to you right now if you're listening over KUMD in Duluth, Minnesota, and on WVWV right here in Huntington, West Virginia. Thank you so much. We hope you can join us next week when we are back home at the Culture Center Theater with Calexico, Steve Forbert, David Wax Museum, David Huckfelt, and Anna Mika. This is Kathy Mattea, and you're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage from NPR. Hello again, and welcome to the second hour of Mountain Stage. I'm Kathy Mattea, and I'm so glad you joined us. We're in Huntington, West Virginia at the gorgeous Keith Albee Performing Arts Center, thanks to the Martial Artists series. Still to come, we have a set from legendary Irish group The High Kings. But we're going to start this second hour with a native New Yorker who was born into musical royalty. Her father, the late Louis Russell, was Louis Armstrong's longtime musical director. Her mother was a pioneering vocalist, guitarist, and bassist who worked with Wynton Marsalis in her later years, among many others. Catherine graduated with honors from the American Academy of Dramatic Arts and then toured and/or recorded with, among others, Steely Dan, Madonna, David Bowie, Cyndi Lauper, Jackson Browne, Paul Simon. You start to get the picture. She sung on over 200 albums as a first-call backup singer to rock and pop stars, and she thought that was her calling. And then in mid-career, she transitioned into one of the foremost interpreters of vintage jazz and R&B songs, letting that voice step out and take center stage. Her mission is finding songs that you might not have heard but deserve attention. Her latest album, her eighth, is called Send For Me on Dot Time Records. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Catherine Russell.
When you want a true lover, send for me, send for me. You'll never want any other. Send for me, send for me. I promise you I'll be true if you send for me, send for me. Anytime, just tell me your problem and you'll find out, baby, I'll solve up your late one morning. Don't hurry, you got big troubles. Don't worry, just depend on your friend. Send for me, send for me. Don't you fret, my pretty pet, I'm gonna treat you right. Don't you dare raise a hair. I'm gonna share your every care. Anywhere, oh yeah. Send for me, I'll be there, yeah. see. Don't delay, right away. Send for me, baby, send for me. Hey, hey. Thank you so much. This is Sean Mason on piano. Tal Ronan on the bass. And our musical director, guitarist, and arranger, Matt Munisteri. Thank you so much. Now we're going to do a tune that my dad, Louis Russell, co-wrote, and this is from back in 1938. And he never recorded this version of the tune, but the great Louis Jordan, rhythm and blues man Louis Jordan, covered this tune, and it's called At the Swing Cats Ball. Do not forget to come to the party tomorrow night at the Swing Cats Hall. Come on and let them set your body at the Swing Cats Ball. Park Avenue will be represented tomorrow night at the Swing Cats Hall. Come on, folks, and get yourself contented at the Swing Cats Ball. You're gonna hear Matt making that guitar moan. Tal on the bass with that big round tone. Then all the cats will start and swinging tomorrow night at the Swing Cats Hall. You can't refuse to join in singing at the Swing Cats Ball. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Woo. Oh, come on, get set for the party tomorrow night at the Swing Cats Hall. Come on and let them set your body at the Swing Cats Ball. No time to lose, at least don't be tardy. Tomorrow night at the Swing Cats Hall. Get in the groove with everybody at the Swing Cats Ball. You know that some will lag while others drag. Some will bump while others jump. Yeah, Park Avenue surely do their swinging tomorrow night at the Swing Cats Hall. You can't refuse to join in singing at the Swing Cats Ball. Yeah. Well, I know you folks are having a ball. The cats are really swinging all around the hall. Well, so long, folks, I'm gonna dig you, Jack. The boys will keep playing and I'll be right back. so much. At the Swing Cats Ball. One of my favorite cities is New Orleans. But you know, I'm liking Huntington now. I'm liking it. I'm liking it here. Everybody's so nice. The food's good. You know, what more do you want? It's beautiful. So we're going to do a tune dedicated to New Orleans by the great rhythm and blues man, Joe Liggins. Well, I'm going back home to the land of the beautiful queens. I'm going back home to my baby, going back to New Orleans. Going to see Nan Nan, my parent cousin, and my ma and pa. I'm gonna plant my feet on Rampart Street and be there for the Mardi Gras. I've been to Cuba, South America way. I've been to Europe, Mexico is okay. Over in France, the cats are really fine. But I get my thrills below the Mason-Dixon line. I'm going back home, T-9, never, never more will I roam. I'm gonna get my fill of gumbo filet, 'cause New Orleans is my home. To the land of the carnival queens. I'm going back home to my baby, going back to New Orleans. Gonna see Nan Nan, my parent cousin, and my ma and pa. I'm gonna plant my feet on Rampart Street and be there for the Mardi Gras. South America way. I've been to Europe, Mexico is okay. Over in France, the cats are really fine. But I get my thrills below the Mason-Dixon line. I'm gonna get me crawfish, jambalaya, red beans, and some fine praline. I'm gonna get me some love that's gonna satisfy down in New Orleans. Yeah, New Orleans. Joe Liggins, thank you very much. I love all of the early blues women. Bessie Smith, Trixie Smith, Mamie Smith, Clara Smith. All the Smiths, Sippy Wallace, Ethel Waters, all the ones we've heard of, and some we haven't. So I'm going to do one right now that was originally recorded in 1923. Let me see. 1923, all right. By Virginia Liston. Miss Liza Johnson and her man had a falling out. He said, go get someone else if you can. I'm gone without a doubt. Well, things got tough and he came back last night at 9 o'clock. He tried his key in the old front door, but his key wouldn't fit the lock. He pushed it in and turned it round and round and took it out. And just as he was about to try again, he heard Miss Liza shout, you got the right key, but the wrong keyhole. I couldn't get along with you to save my soul. Yesterday I went down to the hardware store and put another lock on my front door. I got a new man who is better than you. He starts his loving where you get through. So take my tip, honey, leave my door, because your key don't fit in my lock no more. I said you got the right key, but you're working on the wrong keyhole. Yeah. Thank you so much. We're going to a tune by the great Brooks Bowman. I wish that we could live up in the sky, where we could find a place away up high to live live among the stars, the sun, the moon, just you and I. East of the sun and west of the moon, we'll build a dream house of love, dear, near to the sun in the day, near to the moon at night. We'll live in a lovely way, dear, living on love and pale moonlight, just you and I, forever and a day. Love will not die, we'll keep it that way. Up among the stars we'll find a harmony of life to a lovely tune. East of the sun and west of the moon, dear. East of the sun and west of the moon. East of the sun and west of the moon, we'll build a dream house of love, dear, near to the sun in the day, near to the moon at night. We'll live in a lovely way, dear, living on love and pale moonlight. Oh, just you and I, forever and a day. Love will not die, we are gonna keep it that way. Up among the stars we'll find a harmony of life to a lovely tune. East of the sun and west of the moon, dear. East of the sun and west of the moon. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're going to leave you with another one that my dad's band basically played the whole track. This is under the name of the great New Orleans trumpeter Henry Red Allen. And I think this is 1936. And it's a saying that we've all heard, sticks and stones will break my bones. Well, sticks and stones will break my bones. Silly names will never hurt me. Long as my baby don't desert me, I'll be satisfied. Sticks and stones will break my bones. Silly names will never grieve me. Long as my honey pie don't leave me, I'll be satisfied. Well, you can call me up, call me down, call me out without warning. Call me anything at any time, just don't call me early in the morning. Sticks and stones will break my bones. Let them say what they think of me. Long as my sweetie will always love me, I'll be satisfied. Well, I said sticks and stones may break my bones. Silly names will never hurt me. Long as my baby don't desert me, I'll be satisfied. You know, sticks and stones may break my bones. Silly names will never grieve me. Long as my honey pie don't leave me, I'll be satisfied. Well, you can call me up, call me down, call me out without warning. Call me anything at any time, just don't call me early in the morning. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Let them say what they think of me. Long as my sugar will always love me, I'll be satisfied. Thank you so much.
So good, so fun. The Boston Globe has said Catherine's voice could melt the ice in a bourbon on the rocks. And she just melted everybody in this room, I'll tell you that. She's had multiple Grammy nominations. She won as a featured artist on the soundtrack album for HBO's Boardwalk Empire. Her latest album is Send For Me on Dot Time Records. That was Catherine Russell. Also, Catherine played on the Marshall Artists series a few years ago with Wynton Marsalis and Jazz and Lincoln Center Orchestra. She was a special guest on their big band holiday show several years ago, so she's no stranger to this room. It's time for our beloved piano player, Bob Thompson, to play for you. Tonight, Bob's going to play W.C. Handy's Memphis Blues. Please welcome Bob Thompson. You can find his music at colortones.com. That was our very own Bob Thompson with W.C. Handy's Memphis Blues. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. If you have questions or suggestions for us, our email address is feedback@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook and Twitter and peek behind the scenes on our Instagram. You can find all those links at our website, mountainstage.org. We're going to close the show this week with a group from Ireland that's been together going on 20 years. Their blend is something special, and they play 13 instruments between them. Finbar's father played banjo with the legendary Irish group the Clancy Brothers. They play traditional songs and also their own originals, adding their own contribution to the musical lineage. They've played for the Prime Minister of England as well as performing at the White House for 2 sitting presidents, George W. Bush and Barack Obama. They have headlined Glastonbury on the Isle of Wight 3 times and have headlined the London St. Patrick's Day celebration in Trafalgar Square. They play their traditional Irish music with a decidedly modern sensibility, and it is impossible to keep still when they are playing. Their latest album is called The Road Not Taken, and they're currently on a world tour, including Europe, the US, and Canada, Australia, and Dubai. Look for a new album this summer featuring Steve Perry from Journey. Please welcome to the Mountain Stage, the High Kings.
In the year of our Lord 1806, we set sail from the cold Bay of Cork. We were sailing away with a cargo of bricks for the Grand City Hall of New York. We had an elegant craft, she was rigged for a nap, and oh, how the wild winds drove her. She went 27 miles and withstood several blasts, and they called her the Irish Rover. There was Barney McGee from the banks of the Lee. There was Hogan from County Tyrone. There was Johnny McGurk, who was scared stiff of work, and a chap from Westmeath called Malone. There was Slugger O'Toole, who was drunk as a rule, and fighting the Tracy from Dover. And your man, Mick McGann, from the banks of the Van, was the skipper of the Irish Rover. Well, we had 5 million bags of the best cider rags. We had 6 million barrels of snow. We had 7 million bales of Atlantic gun stands. We had 8 million barrels of bones. Well, we had 9 million locks, 10 million dogs, 11 million barrels of porter. We had 12 million sides of unland horses hide in the hold of the Irish Rover. Get in the moon, voting in the moon, get in the moon, voting in the moon. crew was reduced down to two, twas myself and the captain's old dog. Well, the ship struck a rock, Lord, what a shock. The boat, she turned right over, she turned 9 times around, and the poor old dog was drowned. 1, 2, 3, House of the Irish Rover. Hey! Hey!
Thank you so much, everybody. We're so happy to be here at Mountain Stage in beautiful Huntington, West Virginia. It's our first time playing this gorgeous theater and being on this absolutely amazing show. We'd like to thank everybody, all the fellow musicians that we've been in awe of here all day. Absolutely wonderful to share the stage with such amazing talent. We're going to do we're going to do a condensed version of our show for you. We're going to give you about 6 or 7 of the biggest songs that we do, and you got to have your hands ready for clapping and your voices ready for singing. Is that okay with you guys?
Has anybody ever been to Ireland? Over to the west coast, beautiful place called Connemara. Well, this is a little song, a little love song from Connemara. Let's go, Connemara Bay.
She was more than I could ever dream, standing there with a robin head on my mind. Saw her eyes sparkling just like the sea, they were blue, and I knew on my mind. Then I lost my heart to her on that day. The wind was blown to my breath away. Oh, and all it took was a single look, kissing in the rain. Down in Connemara Bay. Down in Connemara Bay. It was love like I'd only seen on screen, like a scene I'm in Hollywood, baby. You took my hand and we went dancing in the street to the land with a tambourine on his feet. Then I lost my heart to her on that day when the wind was blown to my breath away. Oh, and all it took was a single look, kissing in the rain. Down in Connemara Bay. Oh, 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 down in Connemara Bay. Oh, oh, oh. Then I lost my heart to her on that day when the wind was blown, took my breath away. Oh, and all it took was a single look, kissing in the rain. Then I lost my heart to her on that day when the wind was blown to my breath away. Oh, and all it took was a single look, kissing in the rain. Down in Connemara Bay. Oh, 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 oh. Down in Connemara Bay. Oh, 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 down in Connemara Bay. Oh, 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 down in Connemara Bay. Oh, oh, down in Connemara Bay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'd like to do for you now something that we like to do when we're on the tour bus on long journeys all over the States and all around the world. Sometimes we just like to shut everything off, stop watching TV and listening to the radio or anything. We just like to sing without any instruments. It's one of the things that brought us together 15 years ago as a band in the first place. So we'd like to do a brand new song for you right now that's completely a cappella. It's an original song called 1845. Ah, me mother sang and washing on the line, on the line. Me mother sang and washing on the line. There's a grand breeze blowing and there's plenty of rain. Me mother sang and washing on the line, on the line. Me mother sang and washing on the line. Ah, me father's got his shovel digging graves, digging graves. Me father's got his shovel digging graves. The sweat is rolling off him, but the hunger keeper raves. Me father's got his shovel digging graves, digging graves. Me father's got his shovel digging graves.
Every day is just like the others. No spot left for myself or me brothers. All of us begging to stay alive in 1845.
We haven't got a shilling to our name, to our name. We haven't got a shilling to our name. We're down on our knees and we feel no shame. We haven't got a shilling to our name, to our name. We haven't got a shilling to our name.
Every day is just like the others. No spot left for myself or me brothers. All of us begging to stay alive in 1845.
We're living on the breath of a prayer, of a prayer. We're living on the breath of a prayer. We're hanging on hope so we won't despair. We're living on the breath of a prayer, of a prayer. We're living on the breath of a prayer.
Every day is just like the others. No spot left for myself or me brothers. All of us begging to stay alive in 1845.
The youngest of us left to sail away, sail away. The youngest of us left to sail away. There wasn't any reason left for him to stay. The youngest of us left to sail away, sail away. The youngest of us left to sail away.
Every day is just like the others. No spot left for myself or me brothers. All of us begging to stay alive in 1845. Every day is just like the others. No spot left for myself or me brothers. All of us begging to stay alive in 1845.
Me mother sang and washing on the line, on the line. Me mother sang and washing on the line. There's a grand breeze blowing and there's plenty of rain. Me mother sang and washing on the line, on the line. Me mother sang and washing on the line. Me mother sang and washing on the line, on the line. Me mother sang and washing on the line. There's a grand breeze blowing and there's plenty of rain. Me mother's hanging washing on the line, on the line. Me mother's hanging washing on the line.
Thank you.
Well, next we like to slow things down. Well, can't get much slower than that one, I suppose. Speed things up maybe slightly. This is a lovely song that was written by a man called Michael Smith, who sadly passed away recently, but he left behind a wealth of great songs. He was a great singer-songwriter, and this is one of those songs. It's a beautiful sing-along song. If you know it, please do join in. It's a song called The Dutchman. Dutchman's not the kind of man to keep his thumb jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. But that's his secret only Margaret knows. When Amsterdam is golden in the morning, Margaret brings him breakfast. She believes him. The tulips bloom beneath the snow. He's mad as he can be, but Margaret only sees that sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us
Go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man,
and dear Margaret remembers that for me. The Dutchman still wears wooden shoes. His cap and coat are patched with love that Margaret sewed him. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam. He watches tugboats down canals and calls out to them when he thinks he knows. The captain, till Margaret comes to take him home again. Through unforgiving streets that trip him though she holds his arm. Sometimes he thinks that he's alone and he calls her name. Let us
go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me.
The windmill swirls the winter in. She winds his muffler tighter. They sit in the kitchen. Some tea with whiskey keeps away the dew. He sees her for a moment, calls a name, she makes his bed up, humming some old love song. She learned it when the tune was very new. She hums a line or two, they hum together in the night. The Dutchman falls asleep, and Margaret blows a candle out. Let us
go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me.
Thank you, folks. Thank you very much.
Well, as Kathy told you earlier on, we have a brand new album coming out in June, and we have released a brand new song about 3 weeks ago that's doing really, really well for us all over the world. We'd like to perform that for you right now. Hopefully you guys know this one. This is called Chasing Rainbows. Hey! Let's see those hands clapping. Hey! Brogan, sitting there hugging, drinking at the bottom of the hill. She broke my heart at the Phoenix Park and I nearly lost my will. With the brazen man she turned and said, you need to go walk
long haul. It was getting late, so we jumped the gate and crashed the Trinity Ball. She said, are we going home? No. I said, no. We're going out for the weekend, chasing rainbows, going downstream, wherever the beer flows. I don't really care, wherever the plane goes. We're going out and we're chasing rainbows. Going out for the weekend, chasing rainbows, going downstream, wherever the beer flows. I don't really care, wherever the plane goes. We're going out and we're chasing rainbows. She said she was itching for a dance in the kitchen, so we went to Timber Bar. We stopped on the way for a pint of McDade's, and we never really got that far. 4 in the morning, bonnet through the door of the palace like a king and queen. On a bleeding horse, we set a course for Session Stevens Green. For a session, hey, you know what I mean. We're going out for the weekend, chasing rainbows, going downstream, wherever the beer flows. I don't really care, wherever the plane goes, cause we're going out and we're chasing rainbows. Going out for the weekend, chasing rainbows, going downstream, wherever the beer flows. I don't really care, wherever the plane goes, so we're going out and we're chasing rainbows. Hey! 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 Chasing rainbows. Going out for the weekend, chasing rainbows, going downstream, wherever the beer flows. I don't really care, wherever the plane goes, so we're going out and we're chasing rainbows. Going out for the weekend, chasing rainbows, going downstream, wherever the beer flows. I don't really care, wherever the plane goes, so we're going out and we're chasing rainbows. Hey! Hey! We're going out and we're chasing rainbows. Hey! We're going out and we're chasing rainbows. Woo! All right, thank you. My fine daughter, step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, show your legs to the country man. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, show your legs to the country man.
Billy Job Kilgore, there's a maiden young and fair. Her eyes shine like diamonds, she has long and golden hair. A horseman he comes riding, riding up to her father's gate. On a pure white stallion, and he comes in a strike of eight.
So step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, show your legs to the country man. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, show your legs to the country man.
Put the poor dear daughter Mary of the golden hair. I have gold and I have silver, I have goods beyond compare. But I'll buy her silk and satin and a gold ring for her hand. She shall have a mansion, she'll have servants to command.
So step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, show your legs to the country man. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, show your legs to the country man. I don't want your gold and silver, I don't want your house and land. I'm in love with a soldier and I promise in my hand. But the father spoke of Chappie, you will do as I command. You'll get married on Sunday and you'll wear that wedding band. So step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, show your legs to the country man. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter, show your legs. In the village of Kilgore, there's a deep stream flowing by, and on her wedding day at midnight she drowns with a soldier boy. In
heard father say, oh, step it out, Mary, my fine daughter, Sunday is your wedding day. Sunday is your wedding day. Sunday is your wedding day. 2, 3, 4. Step it out, 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 Mary. Step it out, 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 Mary. Step it out, Mary. Step it out, step it out, step it out, Mary. Step it out, step it out, step it out, Mary. Step it out, step it out, Mary. Step it out, Mary. Step it out, step it out, step it out, Mary. Step it out, step it out, step it out, Mary. Step it out, step it out, Mary. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the thundering man. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the thundering man. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the thundering man. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it up, Mary, if you can. Step it up, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the thundering man.
Thank you, folks. I think we have time for one more song before we go. And this is one of the most, you couldn't have an Irish sing-song without singing this song. It's probably one of the most, if not the most, popular Irish folk song out there. This is Whiskey in the Jar.
Come on, Huntington, let's do this. Everybody listening at home, let's get dancing. Woohoo! As I was going over the Park and Kerry Mountains, I looked at Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced me pistol and then produced me paper. Said stand down to live on for you while the bound to see my shirring whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
I took out all his money and it was a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket and I brought it off to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me. But the devil take that women for they never can be easy. With shirring da-ba-doo-da-ba-da.
Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
Went into the chamber, all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of golden jewels and fur, sure it was no wonder. Jenny drew the charges and she filled them up with water, and sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter.
Mushering da-ba-doo-da-ba-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Ha-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Let's see ya.
Twas early in the morning, before he rose to travel, up came a band of footmen, likewise Captain Farrell. Well, I first produced my pistol, he stole a rim and rapier, but I couldn't shoot the water,
so a prisoner I was taken, mushering da-ba-doo-da-ba-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I'm mushering da-ba-doo-da-ba-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone could aid me, it's me brother in the army, and if I could find a station in Cork or in Killarney, and if you'd go with me, we'd go hurling through Kilkenny, and I'd sure treat me better than me dad's fortune Jenny. Mushering da-ba-doo-da-ba-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Mushering da-ba-doo-da-ba-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar, I'm mushering, no-ma-do-no-ma-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was the High Kings. Their latest album is called The Road Not Taken. Look for a new album out this summer featuring Steve Perry from Journey. The High Kings. Yes, indeed. Did I tell you you wouldn't be able to sit still? All right. Thank you to the High Kings. Thanks to Catherine Russell, to Kindred Valley. Thanks you to Tom Paxton and to the Don Juans. Thank you to everyone here at the Keith Albee Performing Arts Center. Thank you to the High Kings. Thanks to Catherine Russell, to Kindred Valley. Thank you to Tom Paxton and to the Don Juans. Thank you to everyone here at the Keith Albee Performing Arts Center and to our friends at the Marshall Artist Series. And thanks to you out there listening on the radio, because without you, there'd be no Mountain Stage. We never forget that. I hope you'll be back next week when we are back home at the Culture Center Theater with Calexico, Steve Forbert, David Wax Museum, David Huckfelt, and Anna Mika. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Senior producer is Jeff Shirley. Associate producers are John Ingram and Mallory Richards. We're engineered by Patrick Stevens, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, Brian Hensley, and Greg McGowan. With production assistance by Michael Lipton, Lance Schrader, Chris Mead, Mary Lee, Kelly Lassiter, and Big J. Photographic services by Chris Morris. Promotion is coordinated by Mallory Richards, John Ingram, and Music in Motion Promotions. Special thanks to Mountain Stage members Walter and Sean Williams for their generous support. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Why don't you go out and hear some live music wherever you are just as soon as you can? You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. We're going to end with one of Tom Paxton's most beloved songs. And Tom, you can start us out, if you would.
He was a man and a friend always, stuck with me in the hard old days. Never cared if we had no dough. We rambled around in the rain and snow. So here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your rambling bring you joy. Here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your
All right, Catherine Russell.
In Tulsa town, we chanced to stray. We thought we'd try to work one day. The boss said he had room for one. Said my old pal, we'd rather bum.
I've been blessed.
So here's to you,
my rambling boy. May all your rambling bring you joy. Here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your rambling
Michael Lipton. Ryan Kennedy. Bob Thompson on the keys. Ron Soul on the harmonica. All right, Kindred Valley.
Late one night in a jungle camp, the weather it was cold and damp. He got the chills and he got a man. They took the only friends I had.
All right, vocals only.
And here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your rambling bring you joy. Here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your rambling bring you
All right, Matt Unisterry. All right, Sean Mason on the keys. All right, how about some accordion? Darren Holden. All right, the whistle with Paulo Cole. The Don Juans.
My rambling pal is dead and gone. If when we die we go somewhere, I bet you a dollar he's rambling there. And here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your rambling bring you
All right, let's
joy.
tag it. May all your rambling.
Here's your rambling bring you joy.
Thank you all so much. Thank you for coming out.
Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey Glasser and by the West Virginia Department of Tourism. This is NPR.